It's been 3 months since we last met, and we've only dropped 5 points in that time. Yes, hello, welcome into Livestreams Sports here for another episode of Glory Hunter with Villarreal on Football Manager 22. If you're new around here, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss an episode. We've gone quite far through this season with not many episodes, but that's because I deliberately played quite a bit to try and get us to the business end of the season a bit quicker this year. That's exactly what we have done. But since we last met each other, as I said, we have played all these games. 3 months of games, basically. We lost 3-2 to Barcelona, and since then, well, we've been pretty good. So let's talk you through all these games that we've played and have a look at the results. The reason I've come back at this time is because we have games against Real Sociedad and Athletic Bilbao, who are in 4th and 7th, up the top half of the table. As you can imagine, looking at those results, we are quite far up the table as well. We started off with a game against Cadiz since we lost to that disappointing result in the end, that 3-2 defeat to Barcelona. We came back into it, but never mind about that. Let's not worry about that one. We beat Cadiz 2-1, goals for Esposito and a last minute winner for Vitas in that one. 4-1 against Mariupol in the Conference League. We had Mariupol, Valur and Maccabi Haifa, and as I'm sure you can see, we've won 5 games out of 5 so far. We've won that group. We'll see you in the knockout stages for that at some point in the future. But we did win 4-1. The first one goes for Esposito, Vitas and Chukwueze again. Then it was a disappointing 2-2 draw up against Almeria there. We didn't play well. Esposito and Quinton with the goals in that one was disappointing. 3-2 victory over Valencia thanks to goals from Vitas, Suarez and a player who we signed on loan on deadline day. And I realise now as I'm talking through all these games, I didn't mention that we signed Yusuf Demiron loan from Manchester United until the end of the season. We obviously knew him very well from our Austria days, and I know we're no longer managing Austria, but I still quite like him. 23 years of age, fairly decent stats here, especially physically. He's a little bit small. He has been covering up front for us. We did have an injury to Vitas at one point, so Demir was our striker, and him himself is just recovering from injury though. You can see we loaned him in. Since he's joined, he's played 4 games and got 3 goals. Not a bad return. And in Europe, he's played 3 as well and also got 3 goals. So again, impressive returns. But anyway, yes, he scored in that game against Valencia alongside Vitas and Suarez. We nearly threw it away with a late goal for Valencia, but it didn't happen. We beat Sporting Gijón, I think is how he's properly pronounced, 3-1, a late consolation for them. But Sanchez, Torres and Chukwueze scoring in that one. We then beat Valur 2-0 thanks to 2 goals from Suarez. You'll have noticed, if you can see the team just above my head, most of the European games have been a rotated side. And we're still winning the games comfortably. So it's showing you how dominant we are in that group. We beat Zaragoza 2-0 thanks to goals from Chukwueze and Demir. And then Esposito, Chukwueze, Suarez and Demir scored in a 4-0 win over Levante. You can see Esposito is scoring lots of goals for us. He's currently worth £70 million. We paid 36. He's got 7 goals in his 12 games so far. Again, doing pretty well. We beat Maccabi Haifa 3-0 and Lorenzo Pellegrini had returned and he was scoring goals in this one as well as 2 for Quinton. Alaves and Vigo were our next opponents. We won 2-0 in that one thanks to Esposito and 2-0 in the next one thanks to Zinchenko and Chukwueze. And you can see that whole month of October we hadn't conceded a goal. Not bad going. We're scoring lots and we weren't conceding many there. We conceded a few in September and we've conceded basically 1 every game in November. But certainly going forward, we're very, very good. Remember last year, we were conceding goals and not really scoring that many. This year, we're scoring lots. Granada were our next opponent and we won that one 3-1. Quinton, Esposito and Velasco. We beat Maccabi Haifa 2-1 as well. Pacheco and Esposito in that one. And then a disappointing loss to Getafe. And I'll let you know, if we'd beaten Getafe in that game, Barcelona lost that week as well. Real Madrid lost that week as well. We would actually have been top of La Liga after that game. But it wasn't to be. It was a disappointing 1-0 defeat. No one really played well in that one. They scored a goal early on. Nothing happened after that. But We did bounce back. A 5-1 victory over Leganes in our most recent La Liga game. Chukwueze with 2, Vitas, Esposito and Velasco on the score sheet. And then our most recent game was a 5-0 victory in the Conference League over Valur, Morlanes, Velasco, and then 3 for Demir. So as I say, that leaves us quite comfortably at the top of our Conference League group. It's either going to be Mariupol or Maccabi Haifa finishing in second place. But you can see scoring 16, conceding 2. We're fairly dominant. And if I have a look at La Liga, we have made it a 3-horse race up there. Look at that, just a point separating ourselves from Real Madrid and a point separating ourselves from Barcelona, who are down in third. A 3-horse race at this moment in time. Let's see if we can keep it that way. I say if we just got that result, or even a draw against Getafe, we'd be up there level on points, or even in the first place here. But yeah, that was a bad week. All 3 of us at the top there lost games. I thought we could have pounced, but unfortunately we didn't. But it shows you this squad's good. I didn't think we could win La Liga this year, but I tell you what, there's maybe a chance, because remember, we've played the tough games of Real Madrid and Barcelona already. Today we've got tough games against Sociedad and against Bilbao. We do have a game against Atletico Madrid as the last game of the first run of fixtures. So that could be a tricky one as well, but they have been very far down the league table. If they do get a win, they'll end up going 6th, so it won't look too bad. But they have sacked their manager and brought back Simeone. Conte is away and Simeone is back at Atletico Madrid now. But we are that third team at this moment in time, and hopefully we can continue that. Today I say we play against Sociedad and Bilbao, 2 tough games for us. And let's get into it and show you the team that's going to play this first one. Another positive thing to talk about is the fact that a lot of our young players who are on loan at other clubs doing very well there as well. The Russian right back, I can't quite remember how to pronounce his name. He's doing very, very well indeed. So I think next season he's going to be that first choice right back option if he keeps up the way he's playing at the moment out in Russia. But this is the team that we're going to go with at this moment in time. Konasechi in goal, Torres and Cuenca at the back. Murray is a bit annoyed because I've been playing Dimek there and Murray wanted to play more, so he's going to play today even though he's not playing as well as Dimek. Another man who wants to play more is Mattia Vite, centre-back as well. So I'll play Cuenca today, but Vite will probably get in for the second game of the episode. Zinchenko at left-back anyway. Foyt, Berg and Pellegrini, the typical midfield 3. Chukwueze, Esposito and Vitas are being our front 3 at this moment in time. Basically, I'd say that's a full-strength side, except I'd normally be playing Dimek at right-back instead of Murray, but Murray wants to play, so we'll give him the game. Why not? Let's get into it. Let's see how we get on. A tough one. 4th placed Sociedad. Let's see if we can maybe get a little bit of a gap to them. Javi Alonso, the manager of Sociedad at this moment in time, so let's hopefully beat Javi Alonso. He was a very, very good football player in his day, but hopefully he's not quite as good at managing as I am. We've got 2 yellow cards inside the first 5 minutes. Not exactly what I was aiming for. However, Sociedad have also picked themselves up a yellow card. First 20 minutes, nothing really has happened. We've picked up another yellow card, so I'm going to have to tell us to stay on our feet now, because 3 yellow cards is not good at all. But there has been no highlights in this first half, apart from this one here. Pellegrini swings it in, and it's collected by the Sociedad keeper. We're into added time at the end of the first half now. What's going to happen? The ball's launched long. Cuenca heads it forward, and Pellegrini has it. And he finds Esposito and Berg's in behind. Can he get the goal? Oh, just wide of the goal. What an effort. We could have went 1-0 up just before half-time. It would have totally changed the team talks for both sides. But not to be. I'm going to say we're favourites. Go out there and do something. I wouldn't be too disappointed if we ended up with a draw here. But I certainly don't want a defeat. You can see lots of yellow cards in this game so far. The ball swung into the box. Berg gets rid of it. And Esposito has it. And he comes forward. What's he going to do with the ball? Finds Vitas, who flicks it on to the goalkeeper, who clears it away. And I'm not going to try and pronounce his name, but he runs forward with it, and he gets past several men. Can he get the ball into the middle? He'll try, or he has a ball there. Good save from the keeper. 50 minutes on the clock. There's some pretty poor performers forward, or further forward on the pitch, as I say, for us. So I'm going to take them off. I think Vitas off he come. We'll bring on Quinton. Chukwueze can come off as well. We'll bring on Velasco to play for him. Velasco been playing very well when he's been playing on that left-hand side or coming on for Esposito. So we'll see how he does on the right. And we'll give a little shout of encouragement as well. And well, I wasn't expecting that. A highlight just appeared and it was a free kick from Velasco that Pellegrini tucked in. And the goal has been awarded, so you'll get to see it here. I was not expecting that. Just as quickly as that happened, is what happened with the highlight. I didn't have time to talk. Velasco, ball into the back post, and Pellegrini, you can see, comfortably staying on side, and he tucks it in to get us a vital, vital goal. We'll take off Berg, as he's a bit tired, but we'll let this highlight finish first. Zinchenko finds Pellegrini. Can he get a second? Oh, he tried, but it was just wide of the goal. And I think we'll take off Foyt, actually. We'll move Berg back into that defensive midfield position and bring on Morlanes to play in midfield alongside Pellegrini here. There's 20 minutes to go. We've kind of dominated this second half so far. Let's see if we can get ourselves a second goal. Zinchenko, who's on the yellow, comes forward. Quinten with it now. He's by his man. Can he finish this, Quinten? No, he can't. He gets fouled in the box, does he? I don't think it was a foul. Just looking at it with my own eyes, I didn't think it was, but they might give it as one. Let's find out, as VAR will review this for a penalty, and it has been awarded. That was not expected at all, and Esposito is normally our penalty kick taker. Indeed he is, and it's a good finish in that bottom corner, and away he goes to celebrate in front of the Villarreal fans. 2-0 we lead now, and surely that is game, set, and match. Lovely finish from Esposito. He scored a lot of goals this year, quite a few of them from the spot. I don't think he's missed a penalty for us yet. And we lead 2-0 here. So ball's launched long and Berg wins the header. And Sociedad will come away with the ball. Zinchenko heads it back though. And Aguilar down that right hand side finds Porto. We're only up 2-0, remember. So if they get a goal back, they do have 50 minutes to try and find an equaliser. Aguilar finds Porto. The ball into the middle. It's cleared by Pau Torres. Now Quinten has it, and can he get past his man and go and do something? He'll try. He does. He gets past him. He plays the ball out to Esposito here, and now he slows the play down. Pellegrini back to Berg. For to Quinten. What a ball and what a goal. He looked miles offside. That's why I'm not celebrating too much. That was a wonderful ball from Berg and a great finish. But surely he's offside. Indeed he is. The goal has been disallowed, and we still just lead 2-0. Let's just watch this replay here. It was a wonderful pass. I mean, he's, 5 yards offside, Quinten? A great finish, but definitely offside, as we're going to go defensive here for the last 10 minutes and tell everyone to focus. Corner kick for us, though. Velasco swings it into the back post. Quinten doesn't get his head to it. And now Ramiro has a chance to launch this one long, and he does just that. We've got enough men back to defend that, but it was a poor header from Morey there. And Carica has it now. And Zubimendi plays it forward, and the man whose name I am not going to try and pronounce, we'll call him Ander, scores a goal, and there's 5 minutes to go, and Sociedad are back in this game. It's poor defended from Morey there, just like it was for the initial header there. He headed it straight back to the opposition. Poor play from him, which is why Dimek has really been playing in there, and now Sociedad have another chance, but Torres clears it away, and Velasco has it. And he finds Quinten. It's lovely football here. Pellegrini, Esposito, forward to Quinten. Got to get the third. Oh, straight at the keeper. What a chance he had to finish the game for us. But he just hit it straight at the goalkeeper. It was a poor ball. And Morey's missed his challenge there. And Buena nearly scored, but Carnicetti held on comfortably. There's just a couple of minutes to go. 5 minutes added time, though. Is there going to be another chance for Sociedad, or are we going to hold on here? It looks like we're going to hold on to a 2-1 victory, and that puts us top of the table at the moment. I know that Barcelona and Real Madrid have not played yet, but we are top of the table. Let's see if it stays that way. A good result in the end for us. I very much enjoyed that. That was one of the tougher games we're going to have this season, as we'll praise Esposito. Say you're brilliant in front of goal. We like that. He certainly does. And we'll advance on a couple of hours and see how we get on, or how everyone else gets on. Say Real Madrid won 4-0 and Barcelona 5-1. Well, that was fairly conclusive. Real Madrid go back top of the table. You can see 6 point gap there between Barcelona and Sociedad. Looks like it's going to be a 3-horse title race here. Real Madrid, Barcelona, and little old Villarreal. You can see from the games, we've got a game against Bilbao. We've now dropped down to 9th. They obviously lost their game there. And Sevilla coming up as well. So some tough games coming up to end our sequence of games. We've obviously played a lot of the lower and middle teams in our time when we had a very good run. We ended up something like 12 games unbeaten. We'd won 9 in a row. We set new records for all that. But that's why I'm bringing you these games where it should be slightly more tough. You saw that one there, just the 2-1 victory. But now we'll go a game away to Bilbao, which is always a tough place to go. See if we can get another 3 points there. That would be very, very useful indeed. I'm starting to think our loan for Lorenzo Pellegrini might not have been that great, especially since it's a 2-year loan. This is the third time he's been injured since he's arrived at the club. He's out for another 4 to 7 weeks, so it's probably going to be, well into the new year by the time he gets to play again. A hamstring strain. Not good, is it, when someone getting to slightly more senior years is getting injured so much. Hamstring strain after twisting awkwardly during a training session. A little bit worrying. If you look at his history and sees injuries, you can see since he's arrived at the club, he's had a hamstring strain, a pulled hamstring, and then a hamstring strain. Been out for 4 weeks and then 2 weeks, and then another 4 to 7 weeks here. He had a pulled hamstring before he came here as well. Yeah, he's had several pulled hamstrings in 2021 as well. That's lots of hamstring strain, pulled hamstring. Maybe his hamstring's a bit of a problem. I should have looked at that, shouldn't I? Well, we played on the Thursday night, but Real Madrid and Barcelona played on the Wednesday. They both won, so it means we need to win our game against Bilbao to keep the pressure on them. Just thought I would glance at the job market, as I always do every couple of days, just to see what's come available. There's some very interesting options here. I'm just looking at Germany. Leipzig, if you look at how they've done, they've been fourth, third, second. Their squad's pretty good when you look at the team that's there. A lot of slightly younger talent as well. There's only a couple of players in their 30s in their first 11 at this moment in time. That feels like an interesting proposition. They're currently down in 11th in the Bundesliga, but they're only 8 points off a second. The title's probably away because Bayern are so good, but could that be something that's interesting? Another one to me that's interesting, if we go back to the job market, is Liverpool. Just seeing who's left here. We still have Fabinho, Alisson, Upamecano is there, Van Dijk, Harvey Elliott, Basuma, Brahim Diaz, Wirtz, Jota. What other players have they brought in? There's not really a huge number of players they've brought. They've still got Salah there. They've not really added to their squad a lot, which is a little bit worrying, isn't it? I don't think the Liverpool job's for me, even though, it's Liverpool. I just don't think it's the job for me. I actually think we have better chances of winning something at Villarreal as it is right now. The way that we're building this team, even if it's not this year, we could very easily win something next year. And there's still a very good chance we could win something this year. So, we're going to say no at the moment. However, Jose Mourinho is a favourite for a job. He's currently the England manager. If he gets taken away from England, you might apply for the England job. And you know I've got the Brazil job, you'll never get to see me manage Brazil. England would give us a chance to get the Euros coming up in 2028, as well as the World Cup. They're currently ranked the number 1 team in the world, I'm sure. Yes, there's a world ranking. They're currently ranked number 1. So that could be an interesting job. Another one, Nuno Espirito Santo's favourite for the Liverpool one, but I don't know if I'd want to go to Tottenham. And I was hoping AVB might have been at a job, but he is not. And the rest of the people who are favourites for jobs, like Martin De Michelis is manager of Breccia and SerieA. Not exactly a team I'd like to go to. If we look at job security, ones that are insecure, Cardiff, Fulham, Sevilla, Cologne, Frankfurt, Lille maybe, as they're in 6th position. Nothing really jumping out at me though. So I think we're going to be staying as Villarreal manager for the foreseeable. So here's the team for today's game against Bilbao. A few rotations thanks to Pellegrini's injury and some fitness problems. So we're going to go with Carnesecchi in goal. I've just realised I've not made the defence what I wanted it to be. Carnesecchi in goal, Torres and Vite at the back. Dimek gets the game in the right back position. What he wanted to play, but he played rubbish in the last game, so Dimek back in. And Manu Sanchez on the left as Zinchenko's a bit tired. Foyt, Berg and Suarez in midfield. Chukwueze, even though he didn't play well, still keeps his place on the right hand side. Esposito on the left and Vitas up front. Chukwueze, morale's down. He just doesn't want to play for us. He's in a huff that I never sold him. But guess what? You want to go to Real Madrid? We could win the league instead of Real Madrid, so why would you want to go there? That's my question. Just don't worry about it, Chukwueze. You're staying put, even if you want to leave. Let's go win this game, and hopefully, if he scores a goal, he might be a little bit less crab it. Here we go, first highlight of the game. The ball was launched long by Bilbao there, but we won the header, and Esposito has it here. There's a lovely football on that left-hand side. Sanchez into Foyt, using some space, and Vite finds Torres, who's left-footed but playing on the right-hand side of the defence because we've got so many left-footed centre-backs in this squad. Esposito's through here. Hits it straight at the keeper. Should have scored that one. The ball's put back into the middle and it's cleared away. What a chance for Esposito. And it was wasted. Let's see if we can take advantage of anything here. The ball out to Esposito on this left-hand side. Can he get the ball into the middle? Back to Suarez, who'll hit it, but it's blocked by the defender, and it's cleared away. And we're going to get this throw-in, or is it just going to end a highlight? Who knows? I think the throw-in's actually going to be a highlight. Great. Manu Sanchez with it to Esposito. Can he pull it back? I don't know what happened. All I know is he's out for a corner kick. I think a defender slid in and blocked it there. As Suarez takes the corner kick, and Vitas heads at the back post. Over the bar. We've had lots of chances, but still 0-0. Esposito has the ball here deep in our own half, and he's coming away with it. Finds Berg. We've got lots of men forward. Suarez with it now. Can he play it back infield? No, he plays it back to Sanchez. And Foyt and Berg. And forward to Vitas. He's in acres of space. And when your star number one striker is in acres of space, 12 yards out, you hope he at least hits the target. And he didn't do that there. And are we going to live to regret that? Vencedor finds Yeri and Sunset. And Williams, he goes down this right-hand side. Sanchez has fouled him. They're going to check VAR, but that's definitely a foul, and that's a penalty kick. The decision for the penalty review comes in. I am very surprised there. I was almost certain that was in the box, but they've given it as outside the box. As Munane puts the ball into the middle and Carnesecchi holds on to it. And we have gotten away with that. That could very easily have been a penalty kick. But lucky for us, it was just outside. I was sure that was in the box. As Chukwueze has it on this right-hand side now. Gets past his man. And Berg loses the ball there. Now, Bilbao have a chance to create an attack of their own. But Dimek wins the ball. And Chukwueze has it into Foyt. And back to Chukwueze. And Dimek's forward on this right-hand side. Get men in the middle. We can maybe find them. We place it back to Berg. Ball in. Esposito. It's wide of the goal. We've had so many chances. And we've wasted them all in this first half. Just not good enough in that attacking bit of the pitch today. But we do have one more chance possibly before half-time. Berg finds Chukwueze and Dimek's on the overlap. And here comes Dimek. The ball back all the way to Torres. He'll drive forward up the middle of the field here. Keep going. Suarez finds Esposito and Sanchez, but it's a good challenge for Williams. And now Bilbao have the ball and they'll launch it long. But Torres will bring this down and he'll come forward with it again. Driving into that midfield. Chukwueze with it. Down this right-hand side. Can he get the ball into the box? He cuts it back. Finds Berg. And Chukwueze again. And back to Dimek. And over to Foyt. And he hits it from a long way out. And that's just over the bar. And that looks like we're going to go into half-time. Having dominated this first half. And you know what? We're 0-0. It's time to dig in. Give everything you got. Go on. We deserve to win this match, I'll say. Let's see how we get on. Chukwueze not playing well. But we might have to take him off in the second half if he keeps not playing well, as there was a chance for Bilbao there, headed over the bar by Williams. Possession very equal. We've had a lot more shots. We've only had 4 of our 11 on target, though, which is a little bit disappointing. We'll fire up the team. Let's see how they appreciate that. Maybe they don't appreciate that. Who knows? As Unai Simon has the ball. Will he launch it long or will he play it short to his centre-backs? He's going to kick this one. No, he's not. He finds Yeri with the throw. Now, are we going to win this ball back, or are Bilbao going to go at the field and get a chance? Berenguer there. Dimek closes him down. Nice football from Bilbao here as Artola comes forward. Just through the heart of the defence. Nobody chose to tackle him there. No one at all. And they ended up nearly scoring a goal. Right, Esposito, Velasco can come on for you, and Pacheco can come on the right-hand side, and Berg has played well but is struggling for fitness in the midfield. So we'll bring on Zinchenko to play that Mezzala role. That's what I tried to say there, but I nearly said Mezzara role. Not what I wanted to say. Manu Sanchez with the throw in into Velasco. Suarez misses the ball, and now Bilbao can come away with it. And Munain there, and Williams, and it's switched the ball to the other Williams. But our keeper should collect this, Carnesecchi. And do we have an opportunity here to go up the other end and go and get us a goal? Torres launches the ball over the top. Vitas is in behind. He's got to finish it. It was one-on-one with the keeper, and twice he's missed when he's one-on-one with the keeper there. It's very frustrating indeed as Velasco with a corner ball into the middle. It's cleared away, and Bilbao have a chance to break if they want to. Artola with it down this right-hand side, and he gets past Suarez, but then just gives the ball straight to him. That was very kind of him. And Manu Sanchez and Vite and Foyt pass it about. And now, can we go forward with the ball maybe, instead of going sideways? That would be appreciated. Torres finds Zinchenko and Pacheco and Dimek and Torres. We're still playing it about the back. Come on, let's go a little bit more vertical. That would be appreciated. Foyt finds Suarez. Lovely. He'll come forward with the ball now. Zinchenko, forward for Pacheco, out to Velasco. Can this ball get put back in? It's headed by Pacheco and it's over the bar. And are we just not going to win this game somehow? I don't know why that would be the case, because we've totally dominated this game. And there's 5 minutes to go, and we're going to come on with a 0-0 draw somehow. Away to Bilbao in a game we should have won, unless we can get something here. Velasco with it. Back to Sanchez and Suarez. And the ball in. Zinchenko heads it. It's just off the crossbar. Oh, we are going to come away, aren't we? We're going to come away with a draw in a game that we've absolutely dominated here. And we've dropped points away to Bilbao. Defensively played all right, but going forward, nothing happened there with either the first 11 or the substitutes. You should have won that game, I'll tell them. They seem motivated by that. Not happy with that at all. And it means we drop points and we drop down to third position. 3 points behind Real Madrid, 1 point behind Barcelona. Are we dropping out of this title race? I hope that's not the case. We're only 3 points behind. Maybe that's a little bit dramatic. But, oh, that's very disappointing indeed. It does, I say, mean that we drop down to third position in the league. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to come back at the start of January because, look at that. Atletico Madrid and Real Madrid. There probably is going to be a Spanish Cup game in between there, though, so it might not be exactly those two games, but it'll definitely be at least one of those games. Maybe both. Who knows? Maybe we won't get past Racing Santander in the Spanish Cup for the Copa del Rey first round. Who knows? But we'll come back at the start of January. You'll get to see at least one of the games against one of the Madrid clubs. Probably the Real game, because the last game of the season is against Atletico, so you'll get to see that game at the end of the year. It'll probably be a fairly important one. So, a 2-1 win today against Sociedad and a 0-0 draw against Bilbao, but still we're competing up the top of La Liga. So if you have enjoyed it, please do leave a like on the video. It really does help us out. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And until that next one, which is going to be that game against Real Madrid, we'll see you then.